Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are back building our Isla Nublar Botanical Gardens version 2.0. And I've got to say, I just logged on a minute ago, I kind of stood here, looked at this, and I think it looks really cool so far. Today we're going to work on another exhibit towards the back. A lot of people suggested using the big tree as like a centerpiece of an exhibit, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to build a big hill, we're going to put the big tree on top of the hill, then we're going to surround the bottom of the hill with... I'm a little worried it's going to look like a penis now. We're going to surround the bottom of the hill with trees, and we're going to have like a moat and stuff like that. And then we'll stick some dinosaurs in there, of course. So I brought this out. It's not quite perfect, but it's good enough. I don't really know what I'm doing with this area. This area is a little bit awkward, so I think we'll just make this into a bit of a forest. I just needed a holding shape so we could kind of move past the monorail and into the rest of the park. Now, we're going to do some stuff with the greenhouse, but not everything. There was a Reddit thread posted a few days ago. Someone, and I can't remember their name, which is why we're not doing it today, because I want to be able to credit them properly. Somebody on Reddit did something with the greenhouses where they put down trees and made it look like a... You know, like an actual farm where they were growing all these different plants, and it looked really, really cool, and I really want to emulate that. But I also want to give proper credit, so we're going to do that in the next episode. But we'll put some trees here and kind of do the build-up. And then we'll have like a fenced-off area behind it, and you just do very strict rows of trees, all the different species in the game, and it kind of looks like a little tree farm, which I think is awesome. It's a very clever idea. It always blows my mind what people do in this game, like when they get the opportunity. Anyways, let's build an exhibit. Let's stick one of these smack bang in the middle, like so. Tell you what, we've got to decide what we're going to have in here first. I think the Rex. Or something large. Oh, no. Never mind the Rex. My beloved ACROCANTHOSAURUS. I wanted a big carnivore, and we needed one that's got like a little bit of colour to it, so... I don't know which ones we want. We're only going to have two, but I'm going to make all of them, because I don't know the colours of the acro well enough off the top of my head. And I definitely want to bring in multiple different, like, interesting colours. So we're just going to make all 5 of the patterned ones, and hopefully... pick 2 that we really like and think will go together in an exhibit really nicely as well. Plus this gives me tons of time to go and work on my exhibit, so there we go. Thank you again for all the name suggestions, I should say that as well. If we hop over here, there wasn't many dinosaurs to name last time. We have Nostradamus, the Nodosaurus, we have Dwayne and Dominos, the Aloro Titans, and Melanora, and we have Chair Hileg, which I don't get at all, and Hop for the Huangosaurus. I really like to call this Hopper after Stranger Things, but I resisted. You are nowhere near the bloody middle, are you? Not even slightly. That is... it's a little bit further in. This is slightly uneven. The whole thing is very slightly uneven. But I think if we just pretend that this is even, as in this middle path, and build with that assumption, it will look better for it. About there. I'd say it's shifted a little bit to the right. But not by that much. It might be because this bit doesn't go out as far as this bit. Tell you what, we're just gonna try and rebuild this very quickly. It's difficult when you're doing stuff like this where you can't really be precise. You know, there's no way for me to do this perfectly. There just isn't. You know, I just have to kind of hope for the best and try to judge it. Especially when it comes to bits like this. It's hard work, man. Again, that just feels like it's further in, doesn't it? On the right-hand side. I think because this isn't... Yeah, it's because this is further to the left, yeah. But that's okay, we can kind of extend it out a little bit at the top. To try and... Nearly perfect, but not quite. Need to get that into a less utterly stupid shape. Maybe. Oh god, what am I doing? It was perfect and I just clicked off like a madman. A madman. Anyways. It's about getting the angle right as well. Gotta be... I think part of the problem as well is that the monorail itself is of course not centered. Like the entrance to the monorail isn't in the middle, so it puts more weight over onto the left hand side. It definitely is closer on this right, but what are you going to do? Right, how do we make this exhibit interesting? I'll tell you what, let's build the hill first, and then we can go from there. So, hill. Realising that this probably doesn't make much sense. Like, you're not going to see a bloody thing. We can come up with something. We can even integrate this into... We want to do like a a mountainous kind of thing with our sauropods, maybe, because we want to do like a rock wall. Like, obviously the idea is to have at least one exhibit. I don't know how many of you saw my video, but you can contain dinosaurs using nothing but rocks, if done correctly. You can only really contain the sauropods and medium carnivores, large carnivores to an extent. It's not as good. Can we put a tree on there? I like it. It's pretty cool. It doesn't need to be any bigger than that. Right, so how do we view this? I think it's time for some... The platforms just aren't going to be high enough, are they? I'll tell you what, let's take a little cheeky peek. So if I have those in the same position, so about there. Let's just put a couple of down. I don't think it's quite tall enough, but we'll see. I just wanted it to be... We could have put this anywhere, but I really wanted it to be central. I really wanted it to feel like a bit of a show... Oh my god, my hiccups. I really wanted it to feel like a bit of a showstopper. We might end up killing these paths here on the left and the right and letting this kind of link in elsewhere just to open this area up, put exhibits in here and stuff like that, but we shall see. Meh. Oh, my face just exploded. Oh, ow. Right. Probably need to calm down with the big trees. I'm a little bit obsessed, if I'm completely honest. Let's get some other trees in here. What do we want? Like, we're going to put a ton of these in. I do wish it was a little bit less picky, if I'm honest. It's a little bit too picky. Ram, ram. I do love that noise. Okay. Can we get in any little ones? Maybe just mix it up a little bit. We've got those there already, though. What about these ones? Okay. And then let's grab our default tool and plug in the gaps a little bit. Make it just feel a little bit more lush. It should feel like a forest, but it's just a forest that happens to have some more original trees in every now and again, as you can see. And there's our little I don't know, secret garden. Well, we'll work on that over time, but we might have gone a little overboard with the trees, actually. I know those aren't words I say very often, but it's important that you can see the unique trees as you walk through. I think you can. Let's try to get some rocks in as well. They're going to fit anywhere. To kill some trees. This is the problem with the trees, because the rocks are obviously better than the trees, right? The rocks are the best. So... Gonna kill that tree there. Ram. Nah. A nice big rock. What's a nice big rock? There we go. Probably do need to use my forest tool just a little bit more. You can't really get the same sort of coverage and blocked off feeling that I'm looking for without using this forest. There we go, something like that. And just a little walk through, and then this will be a blocked off section, and we're just gonna, the greenhouse is gonna sort of stand alone. We may even, we'll have like the farm bit with all the different trees and lines and stuff like that, and then maybe attach an exhibit onto the side. We don't need to keep the symmetry past a certain point. Oh, here we go. Who's my big chubby dinosaur? I do really like that one. I'm not sure it's my faves. This is a very, very quick opening. This is probably one of my faves. It's a battlefield ACROCANTHOSAURUS. The colour scheme is just very, very cool. Give them a second to pop out. Let's go back over here. Can you see through? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say that's okay, actually. Are they in a good position? No. That one needs to come down a little bit. It's the little details that make a part come together, you know? So, apologies if I get a little obsessive compulsive about this. That's who I am. I want that straight. Yeah, we'll give it little legs. Why not? It's more like that, isn't it? It's like it's, I don't know, eyes maybe? It's a little bug thing. It's got little feelers at the top, it's got its eyes, this is mandibles down here. It's like a rhinoceros beetle. It's not meant to be, but still. It really does bother me that that's not symmetrical. Now I know it's not going to be, it's just not. But it does annoy me. It's only when you like properly look at it that you really realise, but still. Let's go check on our acros. What have we got? You're a little bit boring, I'm afraid, buddy. And so yeah, I think we're maybe using these two over here. Yeah, that's a nice combination, I think. Although, I'd like to mix up the patterning as well. So, yeah, I'm only going to use that one. Oh, I do like the green one though. No. You go down. You go down. You go down. Oh, they all go down. Let's just take out the ones that we don't want first of all, and then we'll go from there. Okay, well, what is going to live with the acro? I want something small that can kind of roam around. Somebody suggested Gallimimus, and you know what? Why the hell not? Let's get some galleys in there as well. Galleys, we're going to not mix up the colours entirely. You want them to feel a little bit natural, so let's go 3 rainforest and 2 jungle. Our typical patterns whenever we build a park like this. Rip. Look, the dinos aren't even moving. What are you doing? Shoot. He's a running. He's a run. Oh, I think that was a hit. Oh, I think he's gone down. There he goes. There she goes. There she goes again. The other two just having a nice little nap. No worries at all. That was a hit. That was a hit. Has she gone down? She's out of there. Never hear a bloody thing during that bit. The helicopters are so loud. Now, we're going to start moving these over, and then we need to go and finish the exhibit before they get there.
Asset transportation underway.
Get some galleys queued up as well. We got time, it's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Other than the acros roam around and kill everyone. Not an issue. Minor problem at best.
Asset collection request received.
Adding to the list.
It's too much to do. I can't juggle all these different things. Okay, right. I've decided I like the towers, so let's try to... We're gonna go electrified fence. Is that too close? No, we're okay. I do want to do some concrete. That's not good. How close are you? I'm getting a little spooked. They're on the way. We need to hurry up. I do want to do some concrete because it is an acro, but I feel because of the type of park this is, at the end of the day, you don't want to go too heavy on the concrete, really. Done it again. But I'll do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome you to the park.
Okay, that'll do. Let's come out there. Actually, tell you what, if we do this... It's getting closer! It's getting closer, let's go! 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good way to make sure it's even all the way across. And then up, 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 up. Same over here. Minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up. all the way up to the top. And then we'll do some electrified concrete at the back.
Asset transportation complete.
Just absolutely perfect timing. I wasn't worried in the slightest. Okay, right. I'll give you some food in a minute. You don't need food for nerds. Don't worry about it. Let's get these other galleys tucked down.
Task received. Adding task.
Adding task. Man, I've got to stop saying manly man voice. Become a thing. It's never meant to be a thing.
Heading to pick up the asset.
And it looks very unbalanced, and it is. The hill is definitely right side heavy, so we're going to try to fix that a little bit. Oh no, the Gallimimus has ruined everything. I don't hate that, actually, the more that I look at it. Okay, let's get that tree smack bang in the middle. Oh, this is the problem. The middle isn't the middle. That's the middle. It should be more like...
Assets in the air.
there. It's really annoying me now. Why is this so wrong? How have I done that? Why is it so unbalanced towards the left? It's shifted. It's all shifted over to that left-hand side. I can't think of a way to fix it. It's only because I'm staring at it that's annoying me. I've got to remember that, right? I'm getting in my own head about this. It's fine. Let's move on. Let's get some water. Idea is to have a bit of a... Come on, game. Come on. Come on. Come on. We can have a little... I really want it to feel more like a moat, so if we have to flatten a little bit at the sides, then we'll do that. Don't mind this little ditch, though. Big fan of a ditch, me. There's a joke there somewhere. Okay, making progress. Making progress. Can't get through there quite yet. Let's flatten this bit. Okay, any chance we're going to get some water in there? Any chance? And if not, why not? I don't see any reason I can't fill that in with water right now. That is mind-boggling. My mind, she's boggled. Like a cat playing the banjo. Come on, come on! Why do you hate me? Why does this little blob hate me so much? All the blobs hate me. All the blobs down there hate me as well. I've been nothing but nice to the blobs, and this is how they treat me. It's fine. It doesn't need to go all the way around. I would have liked it, but if anything, it gives it a bit more naturalism. Cool. Right. All my galleys are ready to get shipped over. Let's get that on the go. Can I do it from here? It's probably risky business, isn't it?
Asset requiring collection.
Asset requiring collection. Sexy, sexy. Wait, no.
Picking up asset.
Right, okay. Do we want anything else in here?
Heading to collect.
I might actually just want more galleys. I like the idea of this whole pack of galleys living with the acros. Got 3 jungle, 3 rainforest, and let's get 3 something else. Let's do 9 galleys, 2 acros. Let's go Taiga. Why not? Live the Taiga dream. I'm just going to do galleys and acros. We don't need to mix it up too much with 10 trillion species every time. What we do need to do, however, is make this look much cooler than it currently does, which is by doing this. Okay, it's a good start. I like the idea of it being like a rocky base, and then like the top for some reason is a different soil texture. It's got access to the sun, it's got access to rainwater, so you've got this fairly rocky, uninhabitable area. And then as you get closer to the top of the mountain, you know, the tree is there and there's more plant life and stuff like that. So we're going to kind of do a reverse, because typically you would go the other way around, I think. So we're trying to subvert expectations, as certain terrible TV show writers would say. Should be quite a subtle effect, like so. Like it. Don't need to go too crazy with it, so I'll do a little bit of grass down there on that side as well. A bit over there. It's just more about the base of the mountain than anything else. I feel like we may end up going a little overboard with this rock texture in general, but because it's Nublar, we don't have access to the sand. That's kind of just where we've ended up, I guess. Right, trees over here. This is when these trees come in handy. We need to block that area off as much as possible.
Delivery has been completed.
Just little specks here and there. Let's see what we can do. We need some rocks. We definitely need some rocks. We need some big old rocks. All around the base of the mountain. And as somebody pointed out, this is very true.
Asset has been
If you have the rocks down already, you can't change the texture under them perfectly, but if you put the rocks down on top of the texture that's already there, as we're seeing here with the rock, it doesn't change it, so the rocks kind of blend in a whole lot better into the mountainside. Which is cool. Top tips with Biss. That's me. And maybe it's water, right? It's a little bit of water. Let's have some water. Have a little area over here that's managed to, I don't know, just thrived a little bit. You know, that's where most of the water's gathered. It's a little closer to the forest. It makes sense that some plant life would thrive in that kind of situation. Really surprised that fit. I really like that. I think that's cool. Is it cool? I'm going to say it's cool. They do need food, oddly enough. I'm thinking, though, what we can do is hide a goat feeder somewhere. And then the goat will run around and... What building constraints are you possibly talking about? I know it's on a hill, but that's fine. I want to hide it. I'll do. So the goat will just release and run around, right? And then it means the carnivore feeder doesn't need to be there. Paleo... Let's just do another one. I'm kind of done with the green. This is my problem with the greenhouse. I have just no reason to use the greenhouse whatsoever, unfortunately. Let's stick that in there. Okay, let's get a few more rocks. Really emphasize the rockiness. Especially on this little pond here. Why not? Kind of circle this. We're definitely going to build the next park on Muerta East, I think is the plan. It's a really nice place to build, and we get to mess around with the sand tool. And the sand tool is the best of the tools. So, yeah, I really like that. I think that looks really cool. I could be wrong. Alright, let's pop out some gullies. Remember, all these dinosaurs need names. So your large carnivores for the two acros, and then small herbivores for the gallimimus.
We are pleased to welcome a gallimimus to the park.
I'm just going to fill this area in with trees. See if that helps. Yeah, okay. That's kind of fixed all the problems I had with it already. I really like this. I think it needs maybe a little bit of water. A bit of water in this bit. And that's how we're going to make it even. You kind of just accept that it's not going to be perfect here, but that we can then make it perfect down the line. And it kind of ties in with this bit here. So we'll put a fence along here, coming out from these exhibits, and then the path will continue on into the rest of the park. It's cool. Is it cool? I'm going to say it's cool. Gully time! We are pleased to welcome a gallimimus to the park. What if we're not pleased? What if there's some guy out there? Bob, we shall say. Bloody Bob. Bob hates gallimimuses. I don't know what Bob's problem is, right? But Bob has problems. And he hates gallimimuses. And this woman's there going, we are pleased to announce we've welcomed a gallimimus to the park. And Bob's there just fuming in the distance. Bob is very upset about this. He's very passionate about his hatred for gallimimuses. Right. So yeah, we're going to do like a... I'll tell you what, let's just build the actual... Let's just a light steel fence for this. I want to make this nice and even as well. So behind here, Nice and straight.
Asset transportation underway.
I'm gonna make this definitely non-symmetrical. A little bit of a cool, funky shape. You know how funky I am. Pull that up there. You go snap. Lovely stuff. Yeah. I know the one on Reddit was bigger than this, but I'm just gonna do a fairly low-key version. And the idea is we'll just fill that in and we'll make it into a little greenhouse thing. But yeah, I think it's a really good idea, and I want to credit properly. So we will do that in the next video. Let's kill some of these trees on the right. Should feel fairly tight in with the. With this bit here. I honestly think this is going to look really nice when it's finished. I'd like to do some bigger exhibits. This one's fairly huge, but because of the style of it with this big hill and stuff, I think it kind of doesn't look as big as it is. It's a grower, not a shower. It'd be nice to do something... okay, so sauropods, for example, that's going to be a big exhibit. We're going to do a tour. Probably last video with the tour, but I love the truck tour in this game. I really, really like the truck tour, so I'm really excited to bring that in. Actually, as well, because the truck tour can now go through multiple exhibits, we should find a way to do that. So maybe down here, right, we'd have the sauropods and the safari, and you get on the truck tour, you go through the sauropod exhibit, drive up the ridge behind the sauropods, like up onto the mountain, overlooking into the sauropod canyon, which will be like densely forested and stuff and really nice to look at, and then you'll drop down into this bit, which will be more like an open safari, and then you'll curl around back there, like this kind of loop. That's a good idea. So that's what I'm going to do down here, but that's going to be the final bit, so we still need to fill in all this area on the left. Am I just going to put trees in here? There'll be a path going along there, and then maybe trees. Something up here, something up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exhibits left at least. But yeah, as per usual, let me know what you think. This idea here, this rocky mountain with a tree at the top was, it's an idea from one of you folks at home, so definitely keep hitting me up with those. There are definitely less trees in this so far than in my previous park because I have been using the new trees a lot more, but I think that will become less apparent with time. Like, the more and more trees are going to be brought in, it's going to look more foresty. That's the idea, anyway. Do I want rocks in here? No, this is meant to be a fancy bit. It must feel fancy. Oh, you know what we need? Completely forgot. There's all these new tools and stuff now. I keep forgetting what I can do. Let's go for... Gotta be careful here because it does kill the texture. That's nice, isn't it? I really like that. Let's get that nice and small, get a little bit of vibrant in there. You just kind of want to click all of them because they kind of layer on top of each other, right? So if you just do this, and in theory, this is the way to maximize. Oh, you can see that. I can see crag, I can see coastal, I can see vibrant, all on top of each other. This makes it really nice looking. A little bit over here as well. Just got to try to avoid the rock, basically, because you can see it kills that texture, which is bad. Hey, buddy. Oh, hello. I didn't see all these gullies.
Transportation complete.
I think we're going to swap this concrete out as well. I've gone in a completely different direction, because this isn't meant to be the most realistic park. It's meant to feel as... in a way, just sort of as natural as possible, right? So using lighter fences is the way to do that. Now you can't see it at all, which is really cool. What we'll have to do as well, we'll have an exhibit here, of course, we'll have exhibits here, so we'll have to bring this up and have another viewing area here and another viewing area here, because obviously you can't see beyond the mountain at the moment, which is fine, it's just... I really like that. Yeah, that's cool. They are staying behind the mountain, which is a slight problem, but beyond that, it's pretty cool. I wonder why they are. I suppose that's where the goats are for the acros. As far as the galleys... oh, the galleys are there. Okay, yeah, so we'll extend out. So if you have any ideas, what would you want to see over here? What would you want to see over here? You know, just generally... Oh, we need to do a swamp. Okay, so we need to do a swamp, we need to do a sauropod, we need to do a general safari tour. So that's 3. I think we can probably get 2 exhibits in both... I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a forest path going down these side bits and then have like a mini exhibit in them somehow. Interesting. Where's my acros? Okay, they're starving, which is a slight problem. There you go. There's no reason not to have that there, that's fine. Yeah, you're both hungry. It's a bit of a shame, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, why did you turn? It was perfect! I just want a nice shot of like both of them together. Yeah. Oh, he's on the move. Actually got some really... I didn't see this on the purple one. It's got some really interesting patterning sort of down here. This kind of... It's like the colour kind of fades. It's like the skin is kind of peeling a little bit, which doesn't sound lovely, but it is. Oh, there's something I want to show you guys. Is it F3? Yeah, so there's this new thing added by NVIDIA called a game filter, which is basically applying an active filter to your game as you're playing it. Now, it's not anything I'd ever really use, but if we go click 1, you can see all these different things, so we can go black and white, and you can just play if you wanted. If I click here now, you can just play in black and white. I think it's really cool. Black and white, we've also got, there's a few different ones. We've got vignette, we've got tilt shift, painterly, old film, letterbox, green screen, depth of field. You just have depth of field on by default. Nah. Color, detail, what's details do? Yeah, you see it sort of sharpens and brightens everything. I don't know if you'd ever actually use these, but I still think they're pretty cool. Hey, look at that. That's awesome, right? Little, and so on in that kind of manner. Right, we are going to end it there. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to leave your name suggestions at the QT down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and you like what we're doing with the park so far, which was apparently built in the 30s. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.